guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode of All the Mods 7. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. I'm having a fantastic day. As you can see, our quarry is no longer quarrying. So, I am going to take advantage of this opportunity, now that it's all finished with its previous job, to set it up in a new place. And that involves us going into some other dimensions. I think that'll be fun. Also, between episodes, I did go ahead and make a single unobtainium seed for mystical agriculture and a single vibranium seed for mystical agriculture. So we are now getting essence for those very, very slowly, but it'll get there, and eventually it'll give us, it's going to be a very, 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 very slow trickle. It's going to take a long time just to make up the 4 blocks of unobtainium and vibranium that actually went into them, but I think it'll be worth it in the long run. Also, I'm making, I made some inferium seeds as well, so we're generating inferium now too, because it does actually take quite a lot of inferium to make a single one of those high-tier seeds. And eventually I want to have 4 unobtainium, 4 vibranium, and 4 all the modium seeds so that we can actually automate the production of those. I think that will be worth it in the long run. I should probably put another upgrade, maybe even 2? Oh, maybe you can only fit. Yeah, you can actually only fit 3. Okay, yeah, we'll put 3 full upgrades on that one. I think that'll be worth it. So yeah, what I want to do is make this guy a teleport pad. It's 4 all the modium nuggets and an ender pearl, so not super difficult to make, as long as you have a little bit of all the modium. So let's go ahead and make one of these guys. Now, this thing will poof you into an alternate dimension, which is pretty cool. I should check. How are we doing? Okay, I can load 1 more chunk. Good, good, good. So, let's, where do I want to set this up? I kind of want to set it up right here, actually, but this is where I've currently set up my, my crafting for power. Although, you know what? I think we can move this. Yeah, I think this is fine. Let's actually just vein mine. There we go. Okay, so we'll put this guy right here. Now, this thing will poof you into a mining dimension, which is pretty cool. And I don't think we'll need anything beyond just this stuff. So, let's go. How does it work? I'm going to have to look this up. One moment. Okay, so this is what the manual says. The teleport pad is used to teleport to the mining dimension and the other. You need to shift right click with both an empty hand and offhand. So I don't know. Like, aha. Okay, so we have poofed to, I'm assuming this is the mining dimension, is my guess. Although I don't know if it, like, cycles through. Let's just see. If I shift right click again, does this take me home? Yes. Is it 1 dimension? It's not clear. Let's see. If I do this, dimension all the modium mining. Okay, got it. So we are currently in the mining dimension. Does it talk the other? Here we go. To teleport to this dimension, use the teleport pad in the nether. Okay, gotcha. So doing it in the overworld, this will always take us to the mining dimension. Okay, awesome. That's what I wanted to know. So let's go. Is it F3G? Yeah, chunk borders. Let's show these. That way we can load the chunk. And we're just going to grab this guy. Then we will make sure that this thing has power. We'll put an ender chest on top and a lever on the side. You've seen this a million times. And we'll just set this thing up. We'll say... I mean, honestly, I wouldn't mind to the clearing card here instead. Nah, I think it'll be fine. So let's just say we'll start it here. Or actually, I suppose what we should do is mine down. Yeah, we'll mine down here. All the way to the lowest possible level. And then that'll let me know that this was one corner. So if we ever do run out, we can change it. But I don't think we're going to run out. Okay, so there we go. We've got our two corners. One right next to the mining thing and one way off in the distance. So that should provide quite a lot. Yeah, 899 chunks to mine. And there we go. That should provide us a nice steady supply of resources for a very long time to come. But that's not the only dimension that we're going to mess around with today. I also want to mess around with RF Tools dimensions, which allows you to create your own custom dimensions, which is like insanely good. Because you can, are you missing, I don't know, diamonds? Make a dimension that's entirely made out of diamond blocks, or like whatever. So really kind of some super interesting and unique things you can do with it. I've carved out a little room here. Obviously it looks really ugly right now, but it will look better once it's all done. And I don't know if I'm actually going to go with this block palette of platinum blocks and polished cut calcite, but like, it'll do for now. So let's look at RF Tools here. And we need a couple things from this. We are going to need a matter transmitter and a matter receiver, both of which are pretty easy to make. So there's our transmitter. And there's our receiver. Now, one will send things. The other will bring things back. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. Then we also need a dialing device, a destination analyzer, and a matter booster, I think. It's been a while. It's been a very long time since I've done this, so bear with me if I'm a little bit off on any of it, but I think we should be okay. So dialing device, destination analyzer, matter booster. And I believe the matter booster goes here in between these two because it like boosts the power or whatever. And then the dialing device, oh man, it has been so long. Okay. Hold on. You know what? I'm going to have to look this up. It has been like years since I've done this, so let me go refresh my memory. My friends, I have been lied to. This mod pack is called All the Mods, and it doesn't have RF Tools dimensions. So, the mod that actually allows us to create dimensions and transport to them and stuff like that is not actually part of this mod pack. All the other RF Tools things are in here. RF Tools Power, RF Tools Builder, RF Tools Utility, etc. But RF Tools Dimensions is not in this pack. So, it's not really all the mods. It's all the mods minus RF Tools Dimensions, I guess. Or something like that. That's fine, though. So I guess we'll just scrap this plan and, well, no big deal. I do want to go into the Nether, and I want to try out the Other as well, which was the other dimension you can get to via the Dimension Porter. I will come back to... I'll do something with this space. Maybe we'll set up our Powa crafting here that I tore down for the other charged porter or something. With that said, these RF Tools utility blocks, the matter transmitter, the matter receiver, etc., these are still a great method of teleportation around the world. If you want to, like, if you're playing on a multiplayer server, for example, and you want to set it up so you can quick poof back and forth between you and your friend's base, you can use that, and it's very convenient and works really, really well. So they do certainly have a purpose in the pack other than just, traveling to other dimensions. But let's go ahead and let's make another one of these telepads. There we go. Looks like all of our power stuff is all fine, so that should be okay, although it does look like it is nighttime. So let's sleep in our bedroom that we made, was it last episode or the episode before? I think it was last episode. But anyway, let's go into the Nether and let's try this out. I've never been into the Other before, so I have no idea what's in there. And I think we're just going to put this, like, here, I guess. It doesn't really matter. There we go. Shift right-clicking and nothing was happening. But there we go. This is apparently the Other. And I think it would be wise to put a waypoint here. New teleporter, the Other. There we go. And we'll just make that red, I guess. It doesn't really matter. But that way we can find our way back here, because we're probably not going to be here forever and ever. But this is sort of like this weird mashup of like the Nether. Oh, hello. I guess blazes can spawn. It gets really dark really fast, I can see. And I don't really know. It looks like it's floating. It's kind of generated, like the end is kind of what it looks like. Like these are like floating islands or something. But then as you get deeper, it gets nastier and nastier. What is this? Ancient soul berries. These are from Aldemodium. Can I gather these? I definitely can. I guess they're like glow berries, but for all they're different. So there are definitely some resources that you can only get here, it looks like. So let's just grab a bunch of these. I'm assuming I can plant them in the overworld. But yeah, it's very dark. Maybe what I should do is make sure I have some night vision potions. Do I have any in my bag? No. Okay. So we're just going to head back real quick. I'm going to grab some night vision potions, and then we'll try this again. I also just realized that I made a terrible mistake, and I forgot to chunk load our quarry, which means it's not going to be doing anything because these chunks will not be loaded unless I tell them to. So what we need to do is select this, and then I think you shift left click. Is that right? No, you left click and then you shift left click. And now it is force loaded, so this will always be a loaded chunk, and it will be doing the thing. And M to open up this FTB Utilities map. So, yeah, there we go. Taken care of. Okay, now we're back in the Other. So apparently this is like kind of an end game dimension in which there are like bosses and you can get some like crazy overpowered loot and stuff like that. So we are going to try and take full advantage of that. I'm just going to look around. We got the other copper ore, other silver. So you get, looks like, plenty of different vanilla ores here. Diamond ore. I just want to kind of like look around a bit. Yeah, it goes down quite a ways. Okay, we do get wither skeletons spawning in here as well. I don't see any of the crazy overpowered ores at the moment, like Aldemodium or anything like that. Just sort of the vanilla stuff. So nothing too insane. Although emerald ore, I probably should actually mine. This has fortune 4. What about my other pick. This one has Fortune 7. Yeah, let's use this guy. That gets us a couple things. Do I have a Silk Touch pick, actually? Fortune 4. I do not. Okay, that's fine. Anyway, so yeah, we'll just kind of fly around here a little bit. Let's put you here and just put you into our wheel of whatever. And let's do some exploring. Also, these blitzes from thermal expansion, those could come in handy. You do actually need some of their drops for various things. I'm a little nervous about doing this, but there we go. Just make a little hole for ourselves. So our telepad is over there. Apparently, if you fly around, you will find stuff. What are you? Oh, you're just a regular old husk. So let's do a little looking around. Let's see what we can find. Apparently, if you start going out to certain distances, you'll find like structures and all sorts of crazy stuff like that. I'm kind of regretting taking that night vision potion now, but it's probably okay. What's down here? Looks like not much. We do have this ancient stone from all the modium. Or from yeah, we've got the ancient stone. I should look. Is that actually used for anything? Is there a reason to collect that, or is it only decorative? What's hitting me? I have no idea. Ancient stone. Here we go. Okay, yeah, it is used for some things, although it looks like most of the things it's used for are just, like, the regular stone stuff. Tell you what, I'll go grab a little bit of it. We'll grab, like, I don't know, a couple stacks. Just vein mine a bit. Try not to get trapped in here. There we go. That should be plenty. We don't need tons of it, but I'd like to have a little bit. And now, let's see. Yeah, we're going the correct direction. I want to just kind of keep flying around for a bit and see if I can find anything cool. Ah, here we go. This is something interesting, finally. So we've got some sort of a structure here with a whole lot of spawners, it looks like. No, you shall not explode. Okay. There are a lot of enemies in here, obviously. I have no idea what we're actually looking for. Like, that's a creeper spawner. Oh, please tell me I have mechanism boxes. Oh, I absolutely do. Okay. This is actually great. Okay, kill those. Box. And box. Definitely want to take those with me. Also, creeper heads. That's also a creeper spawner. I don't really care about the zombie one. But creeper spawners are great because I can use them in our farm, and these ones actually work. Unlike the other ones that we've been attempting to use. Player heads. What's actually in here, though? Is this just a bunch of towers? Like, is there any, like, loot or anything along those lines? Let's, I guess I'll hold on to this. We got a skeleton spawner here. I'll take that. Zombie spawner, don't really care. And another skeleton spawner. Okay. So there we've got a bunch of spawners to take back with us that we can put into our mob farm, which will be quite helpful. As for all of this, Like, what am I actually looking for here? Like, I can kill all of these enemies pretty easily. We can break a bunch of spawners. Ah, didn't quite get that one. Looks like he blew up his own spawner, though. Even my pickaxe can one-shot him. Outstanding. But I'm not seeing any, like, treasure chests or loot or anything like that that actually incentivizes me to be here. Just kind of a crazy, castle-y sort of thing. Ooh, although it looks like, yeah, there's nothing underneath it either. You know, funny thing, I've been playing so much Vault Hunters that I got poisoned and I instinctively went to look for my purge button to get rid of status effects. Gotta love it. Anyway, what do we got up here? More spawners. Okay, so none of this is actually... Is this just a structure with no real purpose? Like, is there... I haven't seen any treasure... I mean, now, don't get me wrong, collecting spawners and things is quite useful, but you'd think there'd be at least, like, some sort of something. So it appears there's some interesting stuff if you look inside these towers. We've got some pillagers, we've got a ton of spawners, there's netherite blocks, which is pretty awesome. It looks like if you dig under the big thing right in the middle, there's at least something else here. Do I have any torches? Of course not. But it looks like there's a ladder here that goes down quite a distance. Like, really far. And then there's an evoker spawner. Alright, here's what we're going to do. Going to take another night vision potion. That way we can actually see what in the world's going on here. And now we have what looks to be like a proper dungeon down below. Oh yeah, and there we go. Now we're getting chests with actual loot and all sorts of good stuff. Okay, this appears to be quite a room. We got spawners all over the place, but also tons of ancient bookshelves and a whole lot of chests. Looks like the books don't actually have anything in them, but even still, I mean, just look at all of this stuff. Like, so many good things. There's chests up here, more vibranium stuff. Aldemodium and vibranium. I mean, it's just everywhere. This is well worth it. I mean, if you think about it, each one of these little stacks is like quite a few of these ingots. So I'm not complaining at all. Looks like these guys are trying to ruin each other's day, but that's fine as long as they're not ruining mine. Look at, and not to mention the amount of netherite gear that we're grabbing right now. Like, it's so much. It's just so much netherite gear, plus other ingots and things like that. I mean, we're gonna be rich. Well, I kind of doubt that I got all the loot, but I got a stupid amount of loot. Like, oh, look, and there's even more. The top of these have diamond blocks. Okay, so sure, we'll take those too. Why not? I mean, don't see any reason not to. There we go. So check this out. We got 1 full backpack, 2 full backpacks, 3... I had to fill up this backpack as well, because apparently you can't actually put an ender chest down in this dimension. It just says you cannot place that here, and then doesn't place. So we have to bring stuff back the old-fashioned way, but that's a lot of stuff, and I got a bunch of Aldemodium ingots and nuggets and all sorts of goodies, so that worked out really well for us. And on my way back home, it looks like I found a second one of these things, so I'm actually just going to waypoint this one over here. We'll say unexplored fort thingy. And we'll just come back and do that some other time, because I don't have the inventory space right now. It would be pointless. Well, I have made it back in one piece, which is wonderful, and I've realized a couple of things. First of all, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with a lot of this stuff. Some of it's easy. Like, okay, we put all the modium and all this stuff in here. We put the swords and the armor and stuff in here. But like, I got so many enchanted books that I think it would be wise to make ourselves a library. Not like a library using bookshelves and stuff like that. It's an actual thing. Library from this mod, from the Apotheosis mod, or Apotheosis. And there's two versions. There's the Enchantment Library, which is a couple of these infused hell shelves, pretty easy to make. And then there is the Library of Alexandria. And this thing is a little bit, well, actually a lot more difficult to make, because you have to make one of these first, but then you need to enchant it with exactly 50 out of 50 Eterna, and exactly 100% Arcana, and this is the hard part. You need at least 45% Quanta, but no more than 50%. So the rest of these is easy, because we're at like, I mean, if we're enchanting, we're at 50 out of 50, we're at 100% for the Arcana, but yeah, the Quanta, we're at 100% right now. And if you look, you can see the stats here for different shelves, right? So we could start taking some of these out, like I could get rid of one of these pearlescent end shelves, and then we would be down, 95%. You can see the tooltip in the upper left. Quanta would go down to 95, but if I remove too many, then the other stats will also go down too far. So basically, I need to get a different combination of bookshelves and stuff like that to make the Library of Alexandria. And of course, I 100% want to go with the Library of Alexandria. Like, why would I not do that one? Why wouldn't I? That's just the way to go. So yeah, let me do a little bit of math. Let me unload all of these, and then we'll figure some stuff out. So I just want to put this into perspective. That one dungeon gave us this many enchanted books. That almost an entire diamond backpack. That's pretty ridiculous if you think about it. Also, we could upgrade these to netherite, which would make them even larger. Is this a smithing table? Yeah, I mean, I've got the netherite. Let's do that real quick. There we go. You might as well upgrade, right? I've got so much netherite at this point that it's fine. But yeah, so yeah, I've been looking at the Apotheosis mod, and I think the solution to our issue is right here. Melon shelves. -1 Eterna, which is fine. We've got plenty of Eterna. But then -10 Quanta, which is what we're trying to bring down. So this will actively lower it. Okay, that lowered it down to 85. So if I swap out maybe 4 of these, ooh, gets us close, but not quite there. Let's put one of these guys back. 55. So we're really close, but not quite where we want to be. What if we go like this? That puts us to 40. And then we put another one of these down. Yeah, there we go. So 50, 45, 100. That should be a combination that actually works for the Library of Alexandria. So now we just need to actually make said Library of Alexandria. Okay, there we go. We got our 4 hell shelves. So then what we need to do is take them over here. And actually, I need a little bit What did I do? Oh, it's literally right here in my inventory. We need just a little bit of lapis. Because what we're going to do is throw those into here. And infusion. Craft them. Like so. There we go. So now these are infused. And then we should be able to make 4 of those. I don't have a single book. Seriously? Okay, well, I don't have any leather? Nonsense. There's no way I don't have any leather at all. Are you kidding? I literally do not have any leather. That's kind of hilarious. Okay, well, we'll just do this. It's fine. Can't believe I don't have any leather. I have a cow farm, like literally right outside. But no big deal. We'll just get some books that way. There we go. Now we should be able to do that. Make the enchantment library. And then last but not least, toss it in here and infuse it into the Library of Alexandria. So now we should be good. Let's get rid of these and put these ones back. So now this thing should be back to 50, 100, 100, 100. Good, good, good. And then finally we have this Library of Alexandria, which I guess we'll just put here. And the way this works, now keep in mind, I've literally never used this before, so I don't know for sure that this is going to work, but I believe you just basically put your enchanted books in here, and then it will spit out, it'll like spit those books back, right? Like it essentially stores all of your enchanted books. And if we find one, well, let's make sure we dump everything in there first. Like so. Okay. And then let's just say we want, I don't know, efficiency, right? You can basically go efficiency 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's as high as it can go. So you can store these and then just put it back. And it'll essentially allow you to pull out and put in whatever books you want. So super, super useful. Also very good for not taking up stupid amounts of storage space for all of your enchantments. So yeah, just a really useful thing to have. And I don't know, I'm sure there's a capacity limit to just how many enchantments it can hold, but I imagine it is quite high. So we should be fine. But I think that's going to do it for today's episode. We've accomplished quite a lot, made our library, went exploring, did some dimension stuff, all sorts of goodies, and all sorts of things accomplished. But yeah, I'm very much out of time for this one. If you enjoyed the video, guys, you know what to do. Links in the description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, my friends, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.